Ever wish you could, like, predict the future of your marketing? Know which of your efforts are going to really hit home before you spend anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
Unified Marketing Measurement, or
Yeah.
UMM, exactly, for those in the know. We're going to explore how it helps you get the absolute most out of your marketing budget, make smarter decisions, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you're probably using models like MMM and MTA.
Right.
But they've got limitations, right? They weren't really designed for how consumers interact with brands today.
Yeah, and it's so much more complicated now.
It is.
They're all over the place.
Multi-channel, yeah, over days, weeks even.
Exactly. Like, think about your own journey online. You see an ad on social media, then maybe a week later you search for the product. Those could be seen as totally separate things.
Right.
But UMM connects the dots.
It does. It shows you the customer journey. It gives you that seamless experience. Someone might be on their phone, browse your site, add to their cart, and then like 3-4 days later, they're on their laptop and they've finished the purchase. UMM captures that.
So it's not just about getting more data, it's about understanding what it all means.
Right.
It's about the customer's behavior, right?
Exactly.
Like putting it all together.
That's where the unified part comes in. So it's the big picture insights of MMM with the granular detail of MTA. It's the whole picture.
Okay, I'm hooked, but how does a business even begin with UMM? It seems overwhelming.
Think of it like building a, high-performance engine. It needs the right components working together, right?
Yeah.
Consumer data, channel performance data, external factors, and then predictive analytics.
Okay, let's break those down. What do we mean by consumer data? Is that just like demographics, age, location?
It's so much more than that. It's how customers behave. What makes them click? What keeps them engaged? Are they spending more time on product pages or blog posts? What are they clicking on in your emails? It's gold.
It's like their digital body language, you know?
Yeah.
How they move online, how they interact with the brand.
Exactly. And then there's channel performance data. We're talking about which of your marketing channels are actually working.
Yeah, which is so important. You could be dumping money into a platform and it's doing nothing.
Exactly. UMM helps you avoid that. And then the third component, external factors, this gets overlooked. Imagine you launch like a new swimwear line right as there's a heat wave. Sales go through the roof. But was it you or was it just the weather?
Yeah.
UMM helps you figure that out.
So you're not taking credit where credit's not due.
Or the other way around. If there's like a dip in the economy, is it you? Is it the market? UMM will tell you.
It's all about context. So you're not misinterpreting the data.
Right. And that brings us to the fun part, predictive analytics.
Okay, tell me everything. How does it, actually predict the future?
Well, it's not magic, but close. Predictive analytics uses these algorithms and machine learning, to look at all that consumer data and channel data and external factors, and it spots patterns.
So we're not just looking back, we're looking ahead.
Exactly. Anticipating your customers' needs. That's the power. We can forecast sales trends, predict the impact of campaigns before they even launch.
That sounds amazing. But how accurate is it really? Can you really predict consumer behavior?
Well, it's not an exact science, but with the right data and models, we get pretty close. Think of it like a weather forecast.
Okay.
It's not always perfect, but it gives you a good idea of what to expect.
So we're not taking shots in the dark anymore.
Right.
We actually kind of know what we're doing.
Exactly. And that brings us to UMM implementation. It might seem kind of daunting, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It sounds amazing, but where do we even start?
Start simple. Define your objective. What are you hoping to achieve with UMM? Is it brand awareness, website traffic, online sales? Having that goal, it's going to guide everything.
It's like putting the address in your GPS before you start driving.
Yeah, you got to know where you're going.
Yes.
And once you do, then you can start gathering the data.
Which probably means pulling data from all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Think about it. Your website analytics, your CRM, social media platforms, email marketing, UMM brings it all together.
So you can actually see what's going on.
The complete picture, not just bits and pieces.
Game changer.
Right. And there are some really great platforms out there, analytics platforms specifically designed for UMM.
So you're not manually pulling data from 20 places and then trying to make it make sense in a spreadsheet.
Unless you really like spreadsheets. These platforms automate so much, it gives you time to actually think about your strategy.
Okay, so we've defined our goals, we're gathering the data. What's next?
This is big. Getting your team on board. UMM isn't just about the tech. It's about changing how people think.
Yeah, You can have the best tools, but if nobody's using them.
Exactly. So everyone on your team, marketing, sales, customer service, they have to understand data.
Working together.
Yes. And that might mean training, workshops, just talking about how the data is being used, what insights you're getting.
So it's ongoing,
Yeah.
not just a one-time thing.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of UMM. It's constantly evolving. You're testing, you're learning, and you're refining as you go based on what the data tells you.
So always be learning.
Yes. And as you get more comfortable, you can get into more advanced stuff like personalization and predictive modeling.
Okay, hold on. Personalization. Tell me more about that.
Imagine you can tailor everything. Your marketing messages, your offers, even your website content. And it's all based on what you know about your customer, their behavior, their preferences.
So no more blasting out the same message to a million people.
Right. It's about making it personal.
People will respond to that.
They do. It builds connections.
Okay, this is great, but before we get too far ahead, let's talk about the benefits. Like, what can a business actually expect to see when they start using UMM?
It's simple. You make smarter decisions and you get a better return on your investment.
Okay, but how?
Well, for one, you stop wasting money. Remember those platforms that weren't giving you results?
Yeah.
UMM shows you that. So you can take that money and put it somewhere else. Somewhere that works.
No more wasted spend. Love it.
Right. And it's not just about saving money. You can optimize everything. Figure out which channels are best for awareness, which ones get people engaged, which ones actually lead to sales.
Okay, so you see how it all works together.
Yeah, the whole system. And as you get going, you're going to start to learn even more about your audience, their motivations, what they care about, what really speaks to them.
And that is invaluable. You can really start to make campaigns that connect.
Exactly. No more generic messages. It's the personal touch.
So, UMM. It's not just about measuring. It's about, like, transforming how we do marketing.
That's it. And the best part is we're just getting started. The tech is only getting better. Real-time personalization, predictive modeling, it's all getting more and more powerful.
It's true. Like having a crystal ball.
Yeah.
So what trends are you most excited about in UMM?
You know, the one that I think is really interesting is this merging of marketing data and customer data platforms. Imagine every interaction a customer has with your brand, online, offline, we can track it, understand it.
Wow, that's next level.
Right. You can personalize everything, the messaging, the offers, even customer service.
You're entering a whole new world.
We are. And as we do, I think it's so important for marketers to be data-driven, but also not forget, like, the human side of it all.
Right. Don't lose the heart.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting with people. Data just helps us do it better.
This has been incredible. Thank you for taking the time to really break it all down.
My pleasure.
For our listeners, if they're ready to get started with UMM, what's one piece of advice you'd give them?
Don't overthink it. You don't have to be a data scientist. Start small, figure out your goals, and then just start incorporating these UMM ideas.
It's a journey.
It is. You learn as you go.
Awesome. Well, on that note, we'll wrap things up for this deep dive. Be sure to check out the show notes. We'll have links to everything we talked about and some more reading if you want to get even deeper.
And feel free to reach out if you have any questions.
We love talking about this stuff. Until next time.